Yeah. Oh, I know. Me and Mark had already had like.
All right, you guys can argue later.
How about you finish off? Mopeds have pedals or a motor? No, they both have motors. But the scooter is like one.
Yeah. Mopeds have pedals, the ones that I know about.
You have to have.
You have to pedal to get it going. All right, so again, law of cosines, we use for, these two situations, when you're given two sides and the included angle, like if I had side C and side A and angle B, that's side angle side situation, okay? And let's say it was side C and A and angle B, then I would use the one that starts B squared equals, because the only thing I can find is the side opposite angle B. When you have the three sides, okay, which one did we start with? Which angle did we know to figure out? The largest, right? Okay, so remember that. If you have side, 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 we're going to find the largest angle first, which will be opposite the longest side. So whichever side had the longest length or the biggest length, you're going to find the angle opposite that. Okay? And then whenever we go from the law of cosines to find that next angle, the law of sines, which angle do we go for? The smaller one. Okay? So those are the two details you got to remember. When it's side, 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 find the largest angle. And whenever we use law of cosines and then go to finish up our triangle, go to law of sines, we always go for the smaller angle that are made to. All right? So we're just going to practice some today. So I'm going to put some numbers up there, and you guys are going to figure it out, hopefully.
No.
So angle C is 44 degrees. Side B is 18. And side A is 12. So that's the situation, the side angle side situation. So solve the triangle, please. Write it down. Got it? Okay.
All of them, it's just like, like, the, letting square, and pretty much both sides you have. Because what I'm gonna see is this one, is, you know, like the A and B, you just put them in the bathroom, and then mine, the side, and then put it here. Here, here. And then into the reverse wall, because you don't include the.
Yeah, it's just. It doesn't matter, we can do anything. For this side, right, equal angle.
We'll go to the smaller one. Which one's the smaller?
Oh, you didn't.
Oh, you start with, yeah.
What do you do about
Whole square plus 18 square. Yeah, but should be a best for if you don't have. Right now, we don't have.
All right. Tom, you ready?
Oh, you don't all uniform, just old one.
All right, so most of you, I think, are getting there. Should we give it a little more time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm looking in the wrong spot.
All right, so finish it up though. Find the other two.
Don't touch, get that in.
My brain really said, I'm gonna fry my phone.
It's all right, but that's not the right answer.
Yeah, I know. I was
What happened?
I don't know what happened,
Look
but
at mode. No, it's in the green mode.
And on the side.
You hit cosine of.
Oh, you just did,
Luke, are you coming?
Yeah, why wouldn't
Could you just stop there at 18?
we? You coming, Nate?
And you times the cosine of 44. Are you gonna leave it? Yeah, that should work. It's supposed to be 12 points.
I can have that, right? Get it? I've never liked it. That's it. Grr, I did it right, but
Yeah.
Maybe somebody's cool.
Not to be anything or should it have to be?
Yeah.
It can be anything, it just can't be anything that's already on here.
Oh.
Mr.
How
Vice.
about, all those Yes, right? Huh? Yes, a friend of mine learned high school, he listened to that all the time.
Mr. Vice.
All right, yes,
Somehow I typed it wrong, you know, it's right.
Okay.
so which side do I have to find for this? Side C, right? All right, so we're gonna do the C squared one. So C squared equals A squared plus B squared minus 2 times A times B times the cosine of 44 degrees, right? So that's the one we can put all that in our calculator and then take the square root, remember? And what's it come out, 12.5 to the nearest 10?
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions? All right, again, the reason we're using the C is because the only thing we can figure out is the one opposite the angle they give us when it's side angle side. All right, so then do I find angle A or angle B when I go use my law of sine? Angle A, because it's the smaller one that's left, okay? So we're gonna set up 12.5 over the sine of 44. And then 12 over the sine of A. Okay? You understand why it's 12 and sine of A, right? Opposite side over the sine of the angle. Remember, you're taking the sine of the angle measure. Some of us are still doing the side, okay? So when we go to our calculator, remember, it's a proportion. We cross multiply. All right, so it's going to be 12 times the sine of 44. Make sure you close it up. Divided by 12.5. And then you take this inverse sine. Second sine, second answer. That'll give us angle A, 41.8. Okay, so C is 12.5. I can't lift my arm above my shoulder for some reason. So I'm trying to do it left-handed. Now what do I do? How do I find B? Add them and subtract from 180, right? So I'm going to add 44 to that answer, and then go 180 minus that. So 94.2. So now we have it solved. You okay? Questions? Any questions at all? Those of you that weren't here yesterday, okay? All right, let's do another one. Side A is 25, side B is 32. And side C is 40. All right, so find the three angles,
No.
please.
No. Yeah.
So this is side, side, side.
Oh my
Law of cosine.
And then breaking out
Well, now we have to.
whenever you finish. Oh, well, yeah, we only set it up, we never finished it.
So we're gonna break this over, depending what you want, this interchange. I start with C squared.
Here's the problem.
You
guys say a lot. I'll send it to you. Like these are the, right, the little letters are to the side, right? Capital letters. The who.
You have this situation.
You have a large angle. Perfect. Yeah, no, oh, 225, so that's the base. I don't, you don't
There's something driving.
Which one you find first? I got all the stars.
Right, I'm good.
So you started, you want to put the 40 there.
You wanna pick it up?
Hey, Debbie. I see attention span of him and his husband. Okay, we did this yesterday, we never finished it. I don't know how to finish it.
Oh, that's right, we started.
Yeah, we did.
Well, we moved this over, you have But this, here's what, this was times the cosine, so that's 1600. We're gonna subtract this from that. Okay, 40 squared minus 16, 40, and we're gonna divide by the negative. So we want right, instead of subtracting that. You have time for
That would be.
And then,
So let's see.
Is this an angle?
You ain't putting the right stuff.
That's on this.
Yeah, the right.
Well, we have to solve for it, we have to get cosine to C by itself. And then get the rest. I usually do these two, with the angles and the 40 squared minus the C by 4.
How's that there? Please tell me how that.
Doing C. Then find, the other two. Like you did before. What are you doing, Holly? Oh, you gotta find the 40 should be there. You just switch gotta find the biggest one.
I'm still in the end of plot.
Well, don't make me right.
That's cheaper than 500.
Okay. This one, you have to split. One and divide by that.
Stop hurting. Like, don't want to like this. Stop hurting.
I gotta see if I can get a flight.
Yeah, I never do outside. I don't know. Well, they don't go. Someone gave us a $20 stamp period of the state over and under.
I don't think you're.
I should be doing much. Look at this grade.
Get a map?
Map is map.
That's how it's so aerodynamic.
Yeah, and then you go second cosine.
I'm trying to glide a little bit on
I'm so I know, I don't wanna finish.
All right. Eyes up here, please. So, we got the side. So which angle are we gonna find? C, because it's the biggest one, right? It's opposite the largest side. Okay, so when I write the problem, remember, it's the C squared then equals A squared plus B squared minus 2 times A times B cosine, or times the cosine, and angle C is what we're looking for. All right? So, here's what I do when, I'll show you how I do it on the calculator, but, I know some of you were writing it all out, so I'll do it 1024. What's 50 times 32? 1600. So that's doing all the, doing the squares there and multiplying 2 times 25 times 32. Okay, now the way I do it on my calculator, okay, is I have to find this answer, add these two numbers, then I got to subtract it over to the left. I can't put all three of these numbers together because this is negative 1600 times the cosine of C, remember? I'm going to have to divide that negative 1600 over when I'm solving. Okay, so when I do it in my calculator, I do the 25 squared plus the 32 squared first. And then I do the 40 squared minus that answer I just got. So that's how you get a negative 49 on the left. And this negative 1600 times the cosine of C on the right. Okay? So now's the point that I will divide by the negative 1600. And that gives me that decimal. Okay? 0.0306. Okay? Since it's the cosine of C equals that, this is the point I get inverse cosine, right? Second cosine, second answer. So just remember, you're doing law of cosines now, don't hit second sine like you did last week, because you're not using law of sines. So we get 88.2, Mason. Okay, that's degrees. So that's what this angle is now. So, any questions on how to start that? So, Jacob Edwards, which one do I find now using law of sine? Is that the smaller of the two? It'd be A, right? Side A is 25, so angle A is the smaller of the two remaining. So that's the one I want to find. So it would be 25 over the sine of A equals 40 over the sine of 88.2. That's my law of sines I'm going to use. So then I do my move this back over now so we can see. All right, I'm gonna do 25 times the sine of 88.2. Close it up. And then divided by 40 is my decimal to find my sine of A. That's what the sine of A equals. So now we're back to law of sines, so it's second sine, second answer. So we can find that angle measure. So 38.7 would be angle A, 38.7 degrees. Can't write left-handed very good. All right, so I want to add 88.2 to that and subtract from 180 to finish up. Minus that. Remember, all three angles add up to 180. So 53.1 is angle B. Okay, questions? This is not that difficult. All you got to do is focus for a little bit instead of zone out on me. Right, Mather? Yeah. Okay. We can do this. Right? You can do this. Okay? So, any questions on this? Tomorrow you will be working on your practice quiz in class. All right?